Today, I will be listening to United States of America, Part 3. Territory in the New World reassigned to Britain, however. Following the 7 Years' War, the Crown amassed huge debts. In order to crawl back monies, the British government imposed heavy taxes on the colonies. The first taxation was the Sugar Act, followed by the Stamp Act, where papers, magazines, and other documents needed to be produced in Britain and have a stamp tax on them. The colonists seriously disliked these taxes. Voting protest and boycotting of British goods, they believed that there should be no taxation without representation in Parliament. The British were forced to revoke the Stamp Act due to the negative consequences for British businesses. Instead, they introduced new taxes on glass, tea, lead, oil, which resulted in more protests as these products were essential to the colonies. The Crown initially sent 1,000 troops to Boston to assert control. On March 5, 1770, conflict escalated when the protesters started throwing stones and snowballs at the guards of the custom house. In the skirmish, shots were fired, killing 5 protesters, becoming known as the Boston Massacre. In 1773, disgusted by further taxation, American patriots known as the Sons of Liberty disguised themselves as Native American Indians. They boarded a British ship and began throwing tea cargo into the harbor. The British Crown, driven with anger, sent 4,000 more troops to Boston, concluding with direct British rule. The British controlled Boston, but the Americans controlled the countryside and began arming and training militias known as the Minutemen. In 1774, the First Continental Congress met at Philadelphia. 56 delegates from 12 colonies arrived to discuss the reduction of taxes and a response to the Intolerable Acts, when Massachusetts had been stripped to self-government by the British Parliament. They sent a message to Britain, and they responded with more regulations and increased army presence. Massachusetts was declared in a state of rebellion. British Commander Lieutenant General Thomas Gage was ordered to disarm the rebels and arrest the leaders in the countryside. The night of the 18th of April, 1775,